Let's see another question now. May 2018, time zone 1, paper 1, no calculators. This is question number 3 now. We have the graph of a function f of x, which has a domain of from -2 to 2. And using this graph, we have to find f of 0 and f minus 1 of 1. Okay, before we see f of 0, let's say we had to find f of minus 1.5, for example. So how do we do that if we don't have the expression for f of x? So we go for minus 1.5 in the x-axis, which is right between -2 and -1. And then after that, we go down to the graph, in this case, and then we see the correspondent value in the y-axis. Therefore, f of minus 1.5 is equal to -1. Now that we have to find f of 0, we go for 0 in the x-axis, and we see the correspondent value in the y-axis, which is this point right between 0 and -1. So we say that f of 0 is minus 0.5. Okay, so now to do the other one, the inverse of 1, f minus 1 of 1, we do exactly the opposite. Rather than looking for 1 in the x-axis, we look for 1 in the y-axis. And then we go to the graph to see the correspondent value of the graph in the x-axis. So in this case, we say that f minus 1 of 1 is equal to 2, which is the same as saying that f of 2 is equal to 1. Now let's go to part B of the same question. They say write down the range of f minus 1. Okay, this is write down because this is something simple. We have to remember the rule. The domain of f becomes the range of f minus 1. And the range of f becomes the domain of f minus 1. So if we remember this rule, that's very simple. We know that the range of f minus 1 is the domain of f, which is given in the question. Okay, so without seeing the graph, we are able to state the range of f minus 1. Okay, is the domain of f, which is values of y between -2 and 2. Okay, and now the next thing to do is to sketch the graph of f minus 1. Okay, to sketch this graph, we have to know that the inverse function is exactly the reflection of the graph in the line y equals x. So we are going to reflect this graph. The best way to do is to mark some points that we know for sure, and then we draw the line. Okay, so the first point is this one, because this point is exactly over the line y equals x. So this is a point of both f and f minus 1. So we look for another point that we know the exact coordinates, and then we do the reflection. The reflection of that point is this new point here. Okay, so another point that we know for sure is this one. We do the reflection of this point, which is that one. Of this point is that other one, and one more point. The reflection of this point is this one, and now we know the shape of the graph. We just draw a line, and then we find the reflection of the graph of f. Okay, so let's wait now for the question number 4 of this paper. Okay, see you.